They've not got any tracks, they've not got any speed indicators here. They've got to really work on that visual inspection and know exactly where they're going and critically what they want to do.
Yes, it's a blank slate as we head into Ben Ferguson's first semifinal run.
Absolutely love Ferg's riding. As a pipe rider, he had that really eclectic run, sort of backside 360 with a switch method in it, into that switch McTwist.
Oh, completely. Ben Ferg has a forceful finesse with every turn that he makes.
And we saw that in boldface. He pulled out that samurai sword of a frontside 360 mid-face. So interesting, he's using that same in point that we saw from Marion and Dustin Craven.
Easy backside 360 right there.
He windmilled it, didn't he? Just let all of the cadence carry him.
So smooth and just effortless looking.
So coming out right onto the left-hand side of this venue, working his way down spine number 6. And looking light on his feet there.
Just making a very technical spine look playful.
As he rolls up to this crux point, he's heading out right onto the edge here, and make no mistake, there is exposure off the backside of that.
He is setting a flag right now. What an interesting and pretty incredible line choice.
Yeah, but we've said it so many times, it's Big Mountain. Where's the freestyle? There it is!
360, that was enormous.
Big front 3 nose bone, stalefish onto that transition perfectly.
Just finding that landing just so perfectly.
Oh, and this is so graceful. Beautiful, elegant riding from Ben Ferguson. Hacks into that big turn and lets out a scream of elation at the bottom.
Wow, I mean, he is just looking over his shoulder at Travis Rice right now saying, hey, it's on, it's on.
And there was that crouch. You see that when he does his carve and butter runs through the pipe. He got low. Looks like a stingray in full flight.
Wow.
And that's no sympathy cheer from the crowd at the bottom. They're celebrating this one.
That was classic Ferg right there. That was a beautiful run.
What? You've got to check yourself and put this run in context for a second. That was a contest run. It's not a film run. First tracks down a brand new venue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is the heart of what we can only hope to see. That is aspirational riding right there.
Okay, Travis Rice has had the bit between his teeth today. He's on a mission. We've seen some of the most breathtaking contest riding ever committed to film here today. What's he going to back it up with in the semi-finals?
Okay. Oh, big drop to start his run off. Okay.
And you've got to say, Travis has got 12, 14 years in Alaska, no longer, probably 15, 16 years in Alaska under his belt. He knows how to read this terrain.
Big frontside 360, landed that very strong.
He looks so powerful at the moment, doesn't he? There's almost a sense of redemption after he missed out on Alaska last year. Linking that.
The thing about watching Travis ride this line right now is that it doesn't look like it's his first go on it. It looks like he's familiar with it. It's really, really wild.
He didn't compress that last landing. The tail met the transition perfectly and he just rode on like he hadn't left the ground.
Okay, Travis is just nailing this right now. Wow, beautiful back one right there.
Well, that phrase, a rising tide raises all boats, is never more applicable than here. Each of these riders, with every single run, it seems like they're just, the level, the session is just heating up.
Yeah, they really are just feeding off of one another right now. And if he's gonna get another hit in right there with a switch, oh my gosh. Okay.
What?
Okay, we have raised the bar again for the runs today.
What's happening?
Ben's run was incredible, and Travis said, okay, I see your run, and I'm gonna raise you with, half a dozen tricks.
That's the best contest run I've ever seen. Absolutely incredible. 2 riders, immaculate runs top to bottom. The judges are going to be quaking in the booth right now.
We're good.
You are good. You're really, really, really good. Where do we start, Mary?
My head has exploded. That was incredible. Both of these guys just put down fairly immaculate runs, especially for their first go in this new side of Montrachet.
It's Ben Ferguson just sits down, he gets his center of gravity low.
Oh, look how big that was and so stylish holding onto that grab.
Yeah, that's going in your film part if you do that. The stalefish transfer there met that perfectly. Travis kicked off with that spindly little drop to start with, then the front three.
Just really stunning.
The tail grab, the back three, then the back flip, meets that, and then sets up with that little hop round, the front side 180. Oh, sorry, back one.
And then into a method. And you see, one thing worth noting, as we see...
What?
That switchback
There's two
dive.
things that I missed in there. I was so busy waxing lyrical about other parts of the run that I'd missed that backside 180 in the first run. This is... Where do the judges go with this score?
8-5. Travis, run 1, 92.
Wow. So, equal score with Torstein from the quarterfinals, and this is the same day, so we're working on the same scale of judging. Travis Rice matches Torstein Horgmo's score. Ben Ferguson on a very respectable 85.
And for Travis to have two of the highest scoring runs of the day.
You disappeared and then you just backflipped over the ridge. It was insanity.
Right now, though, it's time to get stuck into the semi-finals. Ben Ferguson is going head-to-head with Travis Rice. Travis has laid down a 92. Ben Ferguson has it all to do. And he can do it, Mary.
He totally can. He is such a forceful rider who also just is so elegant in his snowboarding. And if he can put this together top to bottom, he could definitely upset the current order of things.
Okay, so it looks like he's going to take that same line in through that little shot there. Lovely transfer into a rock
wow,
ride.
that was awesome.
You can just hear the tail dragging down that rock.
And just snagging a back three right there before heading into this long stretch.
Well, we know that Travis put 7 tricks into this, so that's exactly what Ben's thinking. I've got to up this trick count.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him, but he, is one that can really tackle that challenge.
And it's so inviting when you look away to your right into the shaded side here, but he knows if he gives in to temptation and ends up on that side of the face, then you end up in the gully and all the features dry up. So he's staying high up on this spine. Beautiful little poke off the nose of that rock.
And front side 7, putting that down just so well. Oh, into a beautiful back one.
Oh, and he just sat down, I think, and had to revert that one out. What a run again! We've seen another breathtaking run. Just the level of consistency these riders are putting in.
Look at that front side hack, too. That was awesome.
Just a detonation on that last little feature there. And at the behest of the crowd down at the bottom, he throws in a little butter. Mikkel Bang, Dustin Craven, straight in with the high fives. Wow, that front 7. Heavy hits, and the backside 180 Japan down at the bottom.
I mean, that was such a stylish trick. So considered, but it's challenging because there's room for Travis right there. He already has a 92. Does that best that? I don't know.
Probably not. Is the honest answer right now. It's a big ask. Travis has laid down one of the greatest runs in Alaskan snowboarding.
Yes, 100%.
Alongside Torstein, just gets a quick little fist bump with Mark McMorris there before dropping in.
For some Pacificos, baby.
Calling out the après before he even drops in. I mean, he's surely feeling good. He's got that 92 to sit on, but of course, knowing Travis, he's not one to lay back on anything.
Oh, that was a flat landing. He really had to judge his speed carefully there, not to overshoot that. So he's got one drop up at the top there. Little cheeky backside 180, setting up for that same hit that we saw Torstein on. Oh, and the cab 5.
Yeah, solid strategy from Rice right there, and he's feeling good.
It should have been toe heavy for him. He had to kind of lay light off his heels there to get into that super technical takeoff. What?
Oh, man!
Frontside
Wow.
540 off that diving board, so he's riding switch now through
And-
the bottom of this face.
Just opening up a whole new zone. Whoa!
Cab 3
And just-
a little hot butter out.
Okay, Travis Rice is on one right now.
I don't know what to say. This is just, these words sort of start running out at this point because we're in uncharted territory. No one's ever laid this kind of consistency down over a face this with this intensity of tricks. Everything that comes to mind just feels inadequate. Madness,
I agree.
crazy, ridiculous. It's beyond that. This is genius. I mean, look at them. They're ripping the banners out.
The crowd is frothing right now. But I think, looking at this diligently, that was a great run from Travis on its own. That would have been fantastic. But it's not his first run.
No, it's his but he's not cracking not too many of those takeoffs were built in. I suppose he had Torstein's hit, but he was coming into Torstein's hit soft, that should have been a toe edge hit, and he was coming off his heels. There's a lot of technicality to read into all of this. This was
Yes.
beautiful, the rock tap.
I mean, any of these runs, bar none, could advance someone on its own, but then going against each other, the level just keeps getting raised so significantly.
It's just the consistency and the ability these guys have got to link that, to chuck a front 7. Look at that, spots the landing, boom, straight in. Killing a frontside 720 like that is so difficult.
Oh, completely. And his landing sits back on the tail, and then, oh gosh.
He's just a tiny bit heel edge heavy, isn't he? And Travis, look at him, look how fired up he is. There's that's the really hard cab 5. And he did so well to bring that round, but this, again, front 5, landing switch on a frontside rotation.
And look at how deep he goes, the amount of distance he covers top to bottom on that.
And his back arm there as he lands is perfectly placed. Cab 3 to that little hop round. Then the butter. Right, they've started to calm down a little bit now, but Travis Rice, I've got to say, he's in a league of his own at the moment. It feels like both Travis and Torstein on either side of the draw are just breathtaking. 97 for Travis, 88 for Ben Ferguson. So 97 for Travis. Again, we see that best score flip-flopping from Torstein to Travis. They're one-upping each other. At the moment, it feels like destiny that Torstein and Travis meet in the final. Travis has booked his place.
And completely, and I called that totally wrong because I was kind of leaning into his first run, and that second run, that had that element of bar-raising technical prowess and fluidity that the judges really wanted to see.
This is absolutely mind-melting.